Well, Labor's controversial social media age ban is facing a High Court challenge. A 15-year-old Sydney student, Noah Jones, has taken to the courts to fight the legislation. Joining me now is Noah's mother, Renee Jones. Renee, it's great to see you. Now, your son Noah and his fellow student Macy Nayland, both 15-year-olds, they're backed by the human rights group, if you like. It's called Digital Freedom Project.
They are.
And they're supporting you. They're going to argue that the ban completely disregards the rights of children. You've got a kid, you're joining this fight. Why is it so important for parents to fight for the rights of their children under 16 to be allowed access to social media?
It's a parenting issue, firstly. It is my responsibility and my right to raise Noah responsibly in a digital world. It's not something that requires government intervention on the values of my family. They don't know Noah and they don't know my family to be immersing themselves in this parenting decision. It's really on me.
Absolutely. What experience have you had in teaching your kids how to use social media?
My approach to raising digital natives has been very deliberate, and child protection is something so highly valued to me as a parent. So many years ago, I remember when the boys started simple gaming, I needed to be informed and I needed to know. So I had a gamer teach me how to play Fortnite, and I got all the skins and I won all the kills, but I learned what were the dangers, what are the parameters, where do I need to scaffold and create safe spaces for my children to engage in the good and the wholesomeness of what's offering.
So you did that, that was your experience. So what are you frightened about the ban, or why do you think the ban is wrong?
Passionately, Noah has a right to engage in his world, and this is the way that we communicate now. We live in a digital world and we can't pretend we don't. Noah and his peers have a right to talk to each other, to engage in political discourse, to see world news and current events. And I want my young Australian son forming views and critiquing his world. Passionately, there's also a safety issue when we are banning teenagers, not typically a group we go to for compliance. There is an issue, and Noah brings to me conversations every day about how they are deliberately skirting the ban. These technologically brilliant, savvy children who we raised to code and engage will get around the ban, and then, Rowan, we have children operating in secret. And children operating in secret spaces, for me, is where harm is done. We're not addressing the predators, we're not addressing inappropriate content, we're taking the children out of their play space without consequence for the problem.
Now have a listen to Annika Wells, who's the Communications Minister, just see what she has to say about this.
Despite the fact that we are receiving threats and legal challenges by people with ulterior motives, the Albanese government remains steadfastly on the side of parents and not of platforms. We will not be intimidated by threats. We will not be intimidated by legal challenges.
So let me ask you specifically, Renee Jones. Annika Wells, a Labor government minister, has just in Parliament accused you of having ulterior motives. In other words, not being concerned about your child. What do you say to Annika Wells, who said that in Parliament about you and your son?
It hits my heart. I'm Noah's mother. He's the third of three of my children. This is the most important thing that I do in my universe, and child safety and the protection of Noah in every area of the world is so important. There's no ulterior motive other than me raising a capable and responsible and engaged child who is safe in the world. How could there be? It's actually offensive to parents who wanted more from legislation if we are serious about child protection.
Such as?
I think that had we taken an approach that wasn't lazy legislation, that just says, just take all the rights away from all of these people in this group. It doesn't address that on the 11th of December, Rowan, a 16-year-old suffering online bully will be no safer than they were before the ban. What a foolish piece of legislation that we still have vulnerable people at risk. But we've taken away the rights for communication and discourse and all the good things. I wish that there had been conversation that actually engaged the children who are going to be affected by this and the parents who are saying, we want reform. We acknowledge there are dangers in social media. No one's pretending there isn't. But what we're doing is taking the children away from this, and it's really disturbing that we don't have a communications minister who's on point with the risk that remains after the ban.
So Noah's and Macy are doing this legal action. What do you expect to come out of that, Renee?
Look, I have faith in the High Court as this has progressed and Noah's involvement has developed, I'm more hopeful than I was when Noah really prompted for engagement and involvement. I think that the High Court knows it's a constitutional right for young Australians, for all Australians, to be politically engaged, and this is how we do it in the digital world. So I'm very hopeful. We're also seeing a wonderful rise of young Australians. We're hearing their voices, and I'm incredibly proud that Noah and Macy have put themselves in this position to assert that it matters to them. They've got a voice and they've got opinions and rights.
And I think, I have to say it, that says a great deal about you as parenting, and parenting skills are fantastic.
I've been able to focus without ulterior motive, Rowan.
Exactly. Your ulterior motive is to give Noah the very best chance in life.
I want a fantastic member of this society, and I may not be perfect. I'm trying my best at it, but I'm very clear on what my mission as a mother is.
And when Noah came to you, well, I guess he said, Mum, you know, what am I going to do about this? What's your fear that happens on December 11th? So the ban comes in on December the 10th. That's it. Bang. Summer holidays are starting. Kids out there, no way of contacting their mates through social media. And what about the whole YouTube educational aspects, sporting aspects, getting involved in different projects?
I think we're entertaining a fantasy ban. I have not heard in any of the conversations of my children, their friends and other parents that there's compliance. Children are not feeling that they're banned on social media. Children have been planning for months how we continue to live in the life and the space that we always have. And so I talked before on the danger of when we have children doing it in secrecy. I think what we'll have is parents who have good faith, believing that their children are safe from social media. And now we'll have that false sense of security going, well, my daughter's not able to be online bullied because she's banned, but she won't be. She'll be using other devices, she'll be having secret logins because they want to engage in this space. So I'm very fearful, actually, for what will be happening if the High Court doesn't stay this ban.
And Renee, just finally, I just want you to look straight down the camera and tell Annika Wells what you think of her saying that you have ulterior motives.
Annika, I would really hope that you engage with parents in Australia, because that is not at all what parents are trying to seek in a safer space for our young children to continue to engage in. So please get in contact.
And you can through the Digital Network Project, the Digital Freedom Project, through the Digital Freedom Project there. Go online, check that out. Renee Jones, terrific, well done, and good luck to Noah and Macy, and you can be very proud of the two of them, because many Australians are out there going, go for it.
Very much appreciated.
Thank you so much.